Good morning, everybody. Prepper Nurse One here. Graham had sent me an email and asked me if I would do a breakdown of what I have into my solar system, so that people can have an idea of the cost of it. So I have no problem with doing that. The solar panels themselves, I got them off Amazon.com, and I got them from a company called Renology. And they are 250 watt monocrystalline solar panels, and they are $350 a piece plus shipping. So that was the cost of those. The braces around them, my stepfather built them for me. They're pressure treated lumber, and the cost of the material for the braces itself, I think, was like maybe 120 bucks altogether. And then he, his labor for putting everything together, so that was like maybe another $100, because you got to have decent frames for them to be in that are solid, that aren't going to go anywhere. Okay. Now in the back here, I ended up having to pick up the connecting wires, because these that came in here, weren't long enough. So I had picked up the extra cables here, and those extra cables I think were like $11. And then these add-on here, okay, when I bought, it was a set of 3, and I think they were like 14 bucks for 3 extra sets of these. And you got to have them to connect everything together. Okay, so that was extra money in itself. Now I know the question has come up about the wire, for the wire you're running from your panels to your building. And the wire that I got here ended up, I think it was about $60 for the wire. So it's about, I don't even know how many feet it is, but it was about $60 for the wire itself, to run it from the panels to the building. And so that was the cost of that. And once I get the building in, I'm just basically going to unhook in there, use the same wires, but I'm going to come this way with them. So and they'll come right into the building over here once we get it on site. Let me take you inside, and I will turn this on real quick. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Now it's an overcast, cloudy day, and right now I am at 12.5 on the batteries. So let's go over the cost of everything in here. The MPP charge controller, which I also got through Renology, that was about $200. The inverter, it's a 3,000 watt, 6,000 surge. That was actually almost $300 for that one. And if you guys will remember, I had the other inverter, and that was a 1,500 watt inverter, and that was about 150 bucks that I blew that one up. Okay, now for the wires themselves for the batteries, for these wires here that I had picked up, you're looking at about $6 a piece for the wires, for the heavy gauge wires. The longer ones that I have on here, and the ones here and there, now you're looking at probably about $10 a piece for the longer wires. Now the batteries themselves, I went with Trojans T105s, and with not returning a battery back in, there's a core charge. The price is $125, but then you have your core charge of $15, and then of course taxes and stuff. So you're looking at about 150 bucks a piece for the batteries. Okay, and I have 8 batteries there, so it's about $1,200 just for the batteries alone. And I just picked up a what's up meter, which tells me the intake and output and all that type of stuff, and that was another $56 there, and I haven't got that hooked in yet, so I just haven't gotten around to it. But so that kind of gives you the breakdown of what I got into it. It's not cheap. It's probably in the neighborhood a little over $3,000 for a 750 watt system. And so, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. And there's more, that I should be doing with it, and I will be doing more with it. But it's an investment like anything else. But the way I also look at it now, since we've been up here since June, where everybody else got their gas and electric bill in June, I did not. So if you go by an average of, let's say, $200 a month for your gas and electric bill, and that's just, throwing a number out there, but some people's higher, some people's less. But if you go with an average of $200 a month, I've already saved over $400, and obviously I won't be getting another bill this month for September, so there'll be another $200. So, you're going to recoup your money if you put the money in for the investment. And I definitely want to go with a larger system, and I will. But like I say, everything is going to have to take time. Just putting out the money for this alone, it was, it's expensive. It's not cheap. But I look at it, like I said, it is definitely an investment, and it's an investment that pays back. I had somebody make a comment which I thought was quite funny, because it made absolutely no sense. They said to me, well, my gas and electric bill is $300 a month. He goes, big effing deal. Well, yeah, it is a big effing deal, because let's break that down by cost over 10 years. Okay, if you're paying, $300 a month, in a year you're paying $3,600, and over 10 years you're paying $36,000. Okay, so let's break it down. Okay, $3,600 in a year, that pays for my system in 1 year that I have already. Okay, so then by the second year, if I double my system and basically, add on batteries and add on solar panels, so now I got 2 years of investment, let's say, $7,000 total invested, and I'm done, and I'm good. If I was going, say, with 1,500 watts, but I'm just using that as an example. But then there's no more expense for me other than maintaining the batteries, making sure I get the 10-year shelf life out of them, and these other people he's going to still be paying that money every month, and I'm not. So to me, it just makes so much more sense, in the long run, to have that independence and have my own power. And here's the other beautiful thing. We have power outages all the time. We're in the Northeast. We get snowstorms and lines go down and the power goes out. And, if we get a big old blizzard, it could be out for, a week to 2 weeks. It's happened up here. Well, you know what? Because I have my own system, my power is not going to go out. So there's another advantage. So it's just, in the long run, to me, it's smarter. It's what I wanted to do anyway. It's part of that whole independence for me. Just having, that little bit of thing saying, hey, you know what? The man is not getting that money from me every month, and I won't get that threatening letter. If you don't pay your gas and electric bill, we're going to shut you off. I always paid my gas and electric bill, but the point is, it's like my ex-wife's brother works for RG&E, and he's the guy that goes around and shuts people off if they don't pay. And he said, he was busy every day because people didn't pay their bills, so they would go around and shut these people off. Which, I understand that, okay? But at the same time, if you are independent and have your own system, there's nobody shutting you off, And yes, it's expensive. It's not cheap, and the prices have come way down from what they used to be. But again, it's an investment, and it's an investment that pays for itself. Where you're not getting some things you buy, you're not getting any return on. This is a huge return, because once I get past my initial cost of everything, then it's all gravy. That's the way I look at it. It's money in my pocket. If you want to look at it another way, I'm buying this building, that's going to be here within a couple of weeks. 3 to 4 is what they told me for the building, because I just went down and I purchased it yesterday. And there's Lucy. Lucy, say hello. Hey. Hey, baby girl. And I purchased the building yesterday. Okay. Well, the building is it's a three-year deal. There's Buddy. He's a big boy. Um, and it's a 3-year deal on the building. And but the payments, they're expensive. It's $460 a month. It's going to be. That's what it's going to cost me a month for the building. But look at the big picture. You can have a car payment that's that much, and the car payment would be 4 to 5 years. Um, but the money that I'm not spending for gas and electric is basically going to go into the building for 3 years. And again, it's another investment. I'm not throwing the money away. I'm getting something out of it. I'm getting a building for the kids and I. So, it's just being smart and trying to do things the smart way. For me, unfortunately, could I have built a building myself cheaper if I had the time and and stuff like that? Absolutely, but I don't. Winter's coming, so I had to do what's best for myself and for the kids, and to get us ready for winter. I mean, I still am going to have a tremendous amount of work to do once the building gets here. So it's just it's all time and money. That's what it comes down to. And me getting back to work as soon as possible is going to be awesome. So anyway, today is September 3rd, I believe. It is Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Kids are still sleeping. We were up late. Um, Got to get back on that school schedule very soon, though. Next Tuesday, first day of school. So, we're right around the corner. I'll talk to you guys later. Prepping this one out for now. Have a great